Mark, how's it going? So, this is just a real quick video that I figured I should throw together. Really wasn't going to do one about this, but I figured, what the hell. And this is about the owner of the Clippers, whose name is Donald, what the fuck is this guy's name? Donald Sterling. And for those of you who don't know the story, basically, he's the owner of the basketball team, the Clippers, and he got an audio recording came out of him talking to his girlfriend where he said some racist things. And basically, shit hit the fan, and people started, boycotting Clippers games, and actually the players themselves started boycotting, and so basically one thing led to another, and he's been banned for life from the NBA. And I say good fucking riddance, but that's just me. So anyway, but I didn't want to talk about that so much because, good, I'm glad the son of a bitch got banned. I mean, personally, I don't understand how someone who owns a basketball team and employs so many African Americans would have that kind of attitude towards black people. I mean, and it's the reason why this guy's rich is because of black people. So it's like, what's his problem? Why does he have a problem with them? I mean, they're like, all of his athletes are African American. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, but mainly, I kind of knew, like, as soon as I heard this go down, that there were going to be people that supported this guy. And because there always are whenever a celebrity or somebody famous or whatever gets heat for making racist comments, there's always a group of people that kind of come out and support him, and they use the freedom of speech card. And the argument usually goes something like this, this is this guy's right to say these things, right, and he shouldn't be punished for it. And I didn't even know, like, I just assumed that this was going to be the case, and 5 minutes before making this video, I decided to do a little bit of Googling, and sure enough, here's a whole shitload of comments from Twitter of people who have, like, people that have come on and tweeted and supported this guy using that exact same, using that exact same rationale. So just wanted to read a couple of these. These are, and I have not pre-read this, right? So just so you guys know, I got them on my phone right here. I have not screened these first, so I'm just going to read a few, and let's see how they go. Okay, Mark Warlers. I'm off to search for the First Amendment. Hopefully it's around here somewhere. Be back soon. Hashtag fingers crossed. Don't you hate it when people use the word like they use hashtag in real life? It's like, oh god, people like that should be shot in the face. But anyway, wow, I am not a fan of Donald Sterling or racist comments, but still I believe in the First Amendment, and it is being trampled right now. Dakota Fleck. While I fully agree with the decision to ban Sterling for a lifetime from the NBA, it does directly violate the First Amendment to do that. Let's see, some more. Joey Privet. Donald Sterling fined and banned for life for having a differing opinion than general public. No freedom of speech? ? Ogre. Don't agree with what Sterling said, but he was in his own home. That's called the First Amendment rights. Can say whatever he wants. For hashtag Mrs. Bond. Let's choose one more at random. Eric Lynch. So I guess Sterling has no right under the First Amendment, huh? I do not condone what he said, but this is America. He has rights. I knew people were going to say that, okay, because they always say it. And here's the thing. They're wrong, okay? Because Donald Sterling's First Amendment rights are not being violated, okay? Because the First Amendment is to protect you from the government, number one, okay? The First Amendment says that Congress shall make no law, okay? It doesn't say anything about other people acting the way they want to act. See, the government did not come in and fine Donald Sterling or take away his basketball team or any shit like that, okay? The NBA themselves, a private entity, did this of their own accord, all right? Nobody went to Donald Sterling and said, you said something racist, we're taking away your shit, and we're fining you, and you're going to jail. None of that shit happened, okay? These are the actions of individual people acting on their own accord without any government influence whatsoever, okay? Donald Sterling's First Amendment rights are not being violated, all right? And that's what people get wrong, okay? It's not the fact that, the people, like, if people don't like your opinion, that doesn't mean your rights are being violated, okay? That means people don't like your opinion, all right? And there's nothing to fucking do, you know. So I see nothing wrong with this whatsoever, because nobody forced the NBA to kick this guy out, all right? Nobody's trampling his rights whatsoever. It's just people acting of their own accord, saying, here's a racist sack of garbage, we're not going to do business with him any longer. And that's how America works, that's how freedom of speech works, okay? See, here's the thing, because you always hear this kind of thing, and the same thing happened, you know, a couple weeks ago when the guy Bundy, you know, at the Bundy Ranch made his racist comments, and the same thing happened when Paula Deen made her racist comments, and when fucking, you know, what's her name, the fucking, Laura Ingraham, Dr. Laura made her racist comments, and whenever somebody makes anything racist, whenever everybody says anything racist, and especially if they're kind of right, you know, if they lean right politically, people come out and they support them with this. It's their freedom, it's their First Amendment right to say these things. Yeah, it's your right to say these things. It's also my right to disagree with you, and it's everybody else's right to not do business with you, and this is exactly what's going on, okay? So, you know, in the end, fuck Donald Sterling, and, you know, his rights are not being violated, and he's a piece of shit. So just want to make sure people understand that distinction there. All right? Anyway, you know, your First Amendment right doesn't protect you. You know, it protects you from the government. It doesn't mean that you're allowed to say whatever you want and nobody can disagree with you. All right? Adios, folks.